Alright, so next up, you got George Carlin, Child Worship. You know, he always comes with the profound and interesting titles, so let's get into it.
I had, watch it fade into black, been inhaling the back, been alone, been attached, and I know in the end, music's all that I have, I swear that y'all some demons, y'all some demons.
Alright, so boom, y'all know what's going on. Appreciate y'all for clicking on this video. You could literally be watching anything on the YouTube timeline, the YouTube page, other social media, but the fact that you're currently here, I appreciate you. If you're new, I appreciate you. If you're an oldie, I appreciate you. An extra high for being an old subscriber. So what's good with you? Hope your day's going well. What's it? It's currently a Tuesday out here in the Canada ends. You know.
No one told you that.
Yeah, you know, summertime is coming in. Wherever you are, but for North America anyways, it's summertime's coming in, no more winter. But no long talk, we got George Carlin, Child Worship. He's the GOAT.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Hands down, he's definitely in the top 5 comedian discussion of all time. He's the GOAT. The all-time GOAT, you know what I'm saying? But yo, real quick, if any of y'all struggling with back pain in your upper back, lower back, whatever it is, either you do a lot of manual labor type of jobs, or you do a type of job where you sit a lot, right? These types of jobs tend to create like back stiffness, back tightness, back restriction. So if you want to know how to relieve that tension, not only relieve it, but also prevent it from coming back in the future, check out the back pain coach video, link in my description. But without further ado, let's get into it. George Carlin, Child Worship.
Yeah, it's all bullshit, folks. It's bad for you. It's all bullshit. That's what you have to remember as you go through life in this country. It's all bullshit, and it's bad for you. Now, speaking of parents and speaking of bullshit, two ideas which aren't always mutually exclusive, by the way. I'd like to mention a special kind of bullshit that has taken hold in this country in the last 30 to 40 years. It's a form of bullshit that really only can be called child worship. It's child worship. It's this excessive devotion to children. I'm talking about today's professional parents, these obsessive diaper sniffers, who are overscheduling and overmanaging their children and robbing them of their childhoods. Even the simple act of playing. Even the simple act of playing has been taken away from children and put on mommy's schedule in the form of play dates. Something that should be spontaneous and free is now being rigidly planned. When does a kid ever get to sit in the yard with a stick anymore? You know, just sit there with a fucking stick. Do today's kids even know what a stick is? You know? But you know something, a kid shouldn't be wasting his time with a stick anyway. If he's 4 years old, he should be home studying for his kindergarten entrance exams. Do you know about that shit? Oh, they have them now. Yeah. There are places that have kindergarten entrance exams. The poor little fuck. The poor little fuck, he can barely locate his dick. You know, and already he's being pressured to succeed. Pressured to succeed for the sake of the parents. Isn't this really just a sophisticated form of child abuse? And speaking of that, speaking of child abuse.
Yeah, he's going to end zone.
Speaking of child abuse, next stop, grade school. Grade school, where he won't be allowed to play tag because it encourages victimization. And he won't be allowed to play dodgeball because it's exclusionary. And it promotes aggression. Standing around is still okay. Standing around is still permitted, but it won't be for long because sooner or later some kid is going to be standing around and his foot will fall asleep and his parents will sue the school and it'll be goodbye fucking standing around. Now, fortunately, all is not lost. All is not lost because at least we know that when he does get to play whatever games he is allowed to play, the child will never lose. We know he'll never lose because in today's America, no child ever loses. There are no losers anymore. Everyone's a winner. No matter what the game or sport or competition, everybody wins. Everybody wins, everybody gets a trophy. No one is a loser. No child these days ever gets to hear those all-important character-building words, "You lost, Bobby." "You lost, you're a loser, Bobby." They miss out on that. You know what they tell a kid who lost these days? "You were the last winner." A lot of these kids never get to hear the truth about themselves until they're in their 20s. When their boss calls them in and says, "Bobby, clean the shit out of your desk and get the fuck out of here, you're a loser. Get the fuck out of here." Of course, Bobby's parents can't understand why he can't hold a job. In school, he was always on the honor roll. Well, what they don't understand, of course, is that in today's schools, everyone is on the honor roll. Everyone is on the honor roll because in order to be on the honor roll, all you really need to do is to maintain a body temperature somewhere roughly in the 90s. But we shouldn't be worrying about how he's doing at school because, you know, come summertime, he'll be off to camp. Yes, he'll be off to camp, but not to swim and hike and play softball. No. Today's child will be sent away to lose weight. He'll be sent to fat camp, or violin camp, or ceramics camp, or computer camp, or leadership camp, whatever the fuck that is. Leadership camp. Isn't that where Hitler went? Specialized, structured summer camps. Gotta keep the little fucker busy, don't they? Gotta keep the little fucker busy. Wouldn't want him to sneak in a little unstructured time in the woods. That wouldn't be any good. God knows he might start jacking off. Now, all of this stupid bullshit that children have been so crippled by has grown out of something called the self-esteem movement. The self-esteem movement began in 1970, and I'm happy to say it has been a complete failure. Because studies have repeatedly shown that having high self-esteem does not improve grades, does not improve career achievement, it does not even lower the use of alcohol, and most certainly does not reduce the incidence of violence of any sort. Because as it turns out, extremely aggressive, violent people think very highly of themselves. Imagine that. Sociopaths have high self-esteem. Who would have thunk, huh? I love when this kind of thing happens. I love when these politically correct ideas crash and burn and wind up in the shithouse. The self-esteem movement revolved around a single notion. The single idea that every child is special. Boy, they said it over and over and over, as if to convince themselves. Every child is special. And I kept saying, fuck you. Every child is clearly not special. Did you ever look at one of them? Did you ever take a good close look at one of these fucking kids? They're goofy. They're fucking goofy looking. They're too small. They're way too fucking small. They're malapportioned. Their heads don't fit their bodies. Their arms are too weird and everything. They can't walk across the room in a straight line. And when they talk like I got a mouthful of shit. They're incomplete. Incomplete. Unfinished work. I never give credit for incomplete work. Now, P.T. Barnum might think they're special. But not me. I have standards. But let's say it's true. Let's grant this. I'm in a generous mood. Let's grant this proposition. Let's say it's true as somehow every child is special. What about every adult? Isn't every adult special too? And if not, then at what age do you go from being special to being not so special? And if every adult is special, then that means we're all special, and the whole ideal is all its fucking meaning.
George Carlin, what is he? What is George Carlin? He's the.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Yo, real talk. It's important for us to learn to fail. It's important. You learn more when you're failures than you learn by winning, right? If you're constantly winning, you don't really have that burning desire to like really improve and self-development, right? What is it like? Some of the best sports teams have gone through like multiple playoff runs where they lost in the series, whether that be the first round, the second round, the conference finals. There's a progression period that you have to go through to really get to that next level. If you're constantly winning, you may look at your tape, you may review, but like you don't really like learn as much as when you have a period of loss or you've lost something, right? That's why as a parent, I will never let my kid win until he's gotten to the point where he's better than me. Whether that be basketball, soccer, until you're actually better than me, you're not winning shit, bro. You gotta teach you to lose and create that desire in you to want to be better. But yeah, I do think that, it's important to have unstructured time sometimes too, right? Not every period of your life has to be structured. Sometimes it's cool to just let loose. Like I say that, right? Because you need certain structures to make sure that you don't like waste time, or you don't like get swayed by other people requesting your time. But after a certain, like maybe from between 8 to 6, have it as a certain time. But like after that, be more up in the air, more chill in your time. Still a bedtime, 11 p.m., 12 p.m. But like between 6 p.m. to like 12 a.m. Like that's up in the air too, right? That's how I plan my time. From between 8 and 6, I have a set schedule. Like I'm shooting videos, I'm editing, I'm publishing, I'm creating the script from some of my videos, and really getting that popping, right? And that's usually the prime time anyways, right? By the evening time, your dopamine your willpower is drained, your mental capacity has reached its limit, and by that time, you can just chill and, go about your regular day. Don't baby your kids, bro. Don't baby. I find that the oldest kid always has like the hardest, is always like the most responsible. And by the time you get to the youngest kid, because I see now, when I was in grade 6, my youngest brother's in grade 6 too. I was making my own food and my younger brother's food. But now the youngest child in our family, our mom was making his food at the same age. Like, whoa, I didn't get this treatment when I was in grade 6. SMH. Comment down below. Who in your family, depending on where you are in your family, gets treated the easiest? Is it the oldest, the youngest, or the middle child? Who gets like the easiest treatment? Like the parents are the most lenient with this person? Let me know in the comment section below. and let me know as well where you are in like the hierarchy of your family. Are you the first child, the second child, the third child, whatever? Let me know. But like I said again, if any of you are struggling with back pain, you are a bus driver, you do manual labor, you do a job that just very strenuous on the back, check out the back pain coach free video, link in the description and pinned comment. Not only will you better understand how to relieve that tension, but you will also understand how to prevent it from coming back in the future, right? Because what does Albert Einstein say? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. So to prevent it from happening again, you need to change up how you're going about your day-to-day life. But yeah, God bless, much love, peace and joy, namaste. And always remember, if it doesn't feed you, don't water it. I will see y'all in the next video. Alright? Check it out in the description and in the cards. Deuces.